What's the word on the street? You ever ask yourself the question, what's the word on the street? In particular, what's the word on the street concerning you? Good morning, everybody. It's time for Morning Manna. I got a word for you on this morning, and I want to raise the question as Jesus raised the question with his closest boys, those 12. He raised the question and about me. Who do they say that I am? Well, that's what we're going to share this morning. And before we get into that, of course, I want to greet some people and then get right into the morning manna. Good morning, Angela. How are you? Brenda, how are you? Gloria, how are you? What's the word on the street? You ever think about that? You ever think about that? What is being said? Well, that's this morning's manna on this morning. But before I do that, you got to commit. Share it right now. Don't keep it to yourself. Good morning, Valerie. How are you? Good morning, Ella. How are you? Good morning, Carolyn. How are you? Good morning, Pastor Leah. How are you? Don't keep it to yourself. You got to commit to doing that. Share it right now because I got a word to share with you. Now, all week, we've been dealing with this whole thing about knowing who you are, knowing who you are, and point that you don't have to worry so much about anything else or anybody else. That's what we're going to deal with continuously on this morning. So it continues. Good morning, Yvonne. How are you? Francine, how are you? Verena, how are you? And let me just share the text to talk, the takeaway. Here is the text. You know it well. It's Matthew 16 and 13. Jesus raises the question, who do men say that I am? Let me put it in context. I am so thankful that Jesus showed his humanity, that he was curious about what people were saying about him. And who did they think he was? I mean, he really didn't need their input, want to know. His curiosity came out. And I think it comes out in us too. But what do we do with that? Well, here's the talk of that. The first thing is, what's the word on the street? And here it is. The first thing is, everyone is curious what people think. It's okay. It's okay to be curious. It's fine. But that takes us to the second thing. Don't let their narrative become your narration. Don't let their narrative of you become the narration in which you live out. Good or bad. You already got to know yourself. That leads to the very third thing. God already knows who you are, and he reveals it to whom it matters most. God already knows who you are. Here's the third thing. God already knows who you are. Put it in the chat area. And he reveals it to who it matters most. Peter said, Lord, some say Elijah, some say and Jesus says, flesh and blood did not reveal that to you, but my Father in heaven revealed that to you. Therefore, God will reveal who you really are to who it really matters. What's your takeaway this morning? Don't let your curiosity about what people think of you turn into you caring about what they think of you. Don't let your curiosity about what people think of you, say about you behind closed doors, turn into you caring about it. The Lord be with you today. His face shine upon you. Keep it to yourself. Bye.